Hi, Megan. I watched your video. It was great. HR leadership is definitely fascinating. I can't say that it's my favorite, but I definitely enjoyed it, and it probably was my greatest growth as an administrator. It probably made me a better administrator, if you wanted the truth. Um, I stuttered there, so I'm thinking of flashbacks. Yikes. Because it definitely calls on you as a leader. I mean, it puts you right in the saddle and makes you have to make hardcore decisions whether you like it or not. Um, it was different for me as principal as it was for superintendent. For superintendent, I was literally removing people from their positions often, or they were doing administrative leave or something like that. So it was probably more punitive in nature. When I was a principal, it was probably more nurturing. At the superintendent level, the nurturing has to come from the school itself. You're not the nurturer. You just have to make sure the principal has followed protocol and done everything they're supposed to do. So HR means something completely different. It did for me as a principal as what it did for a superintendent. Adult interactions are interesting, but if you stop back and think, they're nothing more than just grown-up kids. They still act like kids. They still exhibit the same behaviors. That those personalities haven't really changed. They might be less open, where kids just put it out there. They learn to be guarded later on, but as adults, they're more apt to hide it. I love that your administrator, when somebody has a conflict with someone else, makes them go back and talk to that person. I mean, we do that with parents. When parents come in and have a problem, our protocol is to send them back to that teacher to have a talk with them, and to follow a procedure, a step by step. We do the same thing I did with principals. If somebody was mad at a principal, I said, go talk to him. If you can't resolve it, come back to me. And principals were more apt to want to resolve it because they didn't want it coming back to me. And that's what you want. You want that kind of ownership and responsibility in all leaders. So, we talk about we're building teacher leaders. So the way we build teacher leaders is that we have to do that. We absolutely have to get those teachers to understand that they have to model the same behavior. They need to model. We want students to be able to do this. So I thought that was great. I loved your topic. I really enjoyed that. I think that whole HR management issue is definitely a challenge for a lot of people. But I think once you get it, and once you get a handle on it, and it toughens you up a little bit, I think you gain confidence, and that shows in other areas of administration. You'll figure that out. Like it suddenly, it is a confidence builder. But anyway, great reflection piece. I really enjoyed it. It made me stop and think about some things. Some good things and some bad things from administration. But all of it's good in the sense that you do grow. And I think I'm a stronger person now outside of those roles because of it. I certainly have more confidence as a leader. Anyway, thanks for sharing. Have a good week.